Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and in today's video, I am going to put on and try out some of my finds from Marshalls. I want to keep saying TJ Maxx, probably because I go to TJ Maxx more than I go to Marshalls. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. I have powder. I have a eyeshadow. I have this Rude Cosmetics all-in-one. It's got some highlighter, blush, bronzer, eyeshadows. I don't think I'm going to be using the eyeshadows in this, but we just a whole bunch of new. So, if you want to see what I come up with, just keep watching. For eyeshadow, I think I'm going to dip in a little with this palette. I've never heard of this brand, Romantic Beauty, but it was only $6.99. And it was very nicely packaged. And this is what has a nice mirror, shadow protector as well, and all of those bright, beautiful colors. And there's a lot more glitter shades in here than I would prefer, but we're going to see what we can come up with. Let's prime the eyes. The concealer I'm using today is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And I'm going to pop this on my eyes. And to set it, I am going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent Powder. And oh, it comes with one of those nets in it. So let me grab a brush so I can pick up and powder the eye. That's what it looks like on the brush. It is very finely milled. It reminds me a lot of the Velvetizer, which is a very favorite powder, loose powder. Okay, I think I'm going to start out using, let's do a green look. But I'm going to go in with this shade, Sand, right there. And put this all over the eye. And dip in again. It seems pigmented. It may be kind of hard to see, and that concealer is a little too dark for me, and I think that might be interfering in that. Now I want to go in with this green right here, which is in the shade Moss. I'm just going to use that same fluffy brush. And let's see. Let me get a smaller brush. That really, well, I'm going to try it again. Okay, that didn't do a whole lot. So now let's go into this green, which is called Pond. And there is zero kickback. There we go. We're getting a little bit of show up now. You might go in again. It builds nice. Doesn't seem patchy or skipping. And now I want to go in with this green, which is called Viridian, which is caught it. Oh, but it did make a dent in that. This shade right here, Viridian, and very pigmented. These are not deep greens, which, I mean, I'll try this one now, Spruce, and that'll be all the greens. Just kind of put that right there. These mats seem to really blend nicely together. Alrighty. For the center, I'm going to go in with, of course, this green. Didn't really pick up on a brush very well, so I'm going to use my finger. And this shimmer shade is Morning Dew. They feel soft, but they don't pick up very well with the brush. So now, I'm going to take a little bit of that honeycomb shade, that gold shade that I dipped my finger in. That center shade right there. And I'm going to kind of just tap it in the center. Okay, it showed up. And I will pop a little bit of this glitter right there called Carnival. And I think this is more like a glitter topper. I don't think it's got... Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. That really just made that look. Yeah, I like that. That would have been really pretty over one of these deep dark shades. Let's do something different for this eye. But we'll still use this same palette. Let's go in and do... Let's go in and do some of these pinks and purples. These pinks and purples. So I'm going to go in and for my transition, ooh, I'm going to do this one, which is Coral. This shade right here. Yeah, I can definitely see the concealer. Is much darker. This is going on very nicely. No complaints there, it blends beautifully. Now I'm going to go in with Cyber Pink, which is this really bright. These, they look very similar, but they're different. All right, got a little bit on this fluffy brush. And that brightened it for sure. And now I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to get that green off. And I'm going to go in with Strawberry, which is this shade right here. It's more of a maroon. Just kind of deepen this last little bit on the outer. Now this, I am having to dip in to build up. But it's blending nicely. You know, I guess I could go in with boysenberry and mix this purple and that maroon shade together and see. Okay. I think that's as deep as I get it unless I go into Hickory or either the black. So maybe I'll just tap a little bit of that brown. All right, well, let's try the black because I'm not having very much luck with these deeper. Now that's all right. I have blended it as much as I think I can. I used quite a bit of the black, and then I went back in with that peony shade, and that's how it ended up blending. So now for the shimmer, I'm going to go in with the shade Salmon right there. And then I'm going to go in with Crystal, which is this really pretty white shade. And I'm just going to use my finger. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. And then going into that shade Crystal, is very light. I'm just going to pop it on the center. Let's spray the brush. I need a new nozzle. I'm really having to go in on that white shade, and just really feel like I'm not getting any payoff. And that's a little better. But those definitely aren't my favorites. The shimmers in here. But now the mattes, beautiful. So I do want to play with this palette again. I want to really play with some of these glitters, perhaps. I will swatch all the shimmer shades in them. Which is there. And I think I did swatch this when I first got it, but you know, it's mostly mattes, but honestly, I'm not upset with the eye look that I created. Is it worth $6.99? Yes. This shade had a heck of a time. So, but I have other palettes with that white kind of shade in it. So I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Photo Focus in soft beige, and I'm going to grab a concealer, and then we'll do the powder and the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm concealered and foundationed up, so let's put some of this powder on. You can see how finely milled it is. Okay. Now, I used a foundation that I normally do set, which is that Wet n Wild. So, and I'm just dipping into the little mesh. You can see it looks like the little pot is smoking. And I'm just going to set all over my face. So now we're going in this Rude Cosmetics Nude Orleans. And we're going to go in with the bronzer, Ninth Ward. And I think I'm going to go in with Lakeview Blush. And this is the American Quarter highlighter. So I'm going to go in with this one, and then that highlighter. Let's start with some bronzer. Now, I don't know how pigmented these are. They are super powdery. I don't know if you can tell on that bronzer, but I definitely got to kick a lot of that off. It's a pretty color. Pretty. I really do like that bronzer. Now I'm going to take that blush, and she's pigmented. Very. But we're not complaining about a pigmented blush over here. But I am going to take my powder brush and hopefully diffuse this one a little bit. And, okay. I'm satisfied with the amount of blush that I have on. And let's see this highlighter. Yes. If you're interested in me doing a wear test on this all-nighter powder, let me know. Let me know. I'll be glad to do that. And that's pretty. I am really happy with this. At least this part. Of course, the eyeshadows. Let me just swatch a few of, a few of these shimmers. Y'all, tell you what this reminds me of. Those are just 3 of the shimmers. This palette, this reminds me so much of the retro palette. So much. The last step is to put on the Lolita 2 studded lip. And that's it swatched. Definitely does not go with this eye look, but I mean, I've got 2 different eyes. The eye look's going on. Here we go. This is it. am pleasantly surprised with my finds at Marshall's. I really am. You know, even the more I look at the eyes, the more I'm not upset by it at all. You know, I had to work a little harder on this eye, but I am glad that the black isn't so pigmented that it's hard to work with. So that's it for this video. Hopefully I can edit it down so it's not long. I'm at 45 minutes now, so we'll see. Okay, guys, thank you for sticking by. This is the final look. Using my Marshall's finds. Okay, guys, be beautiful, be kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.